So this is actually a first time on this particular show here, and that's taking a look at something that I didn't even realize was a thing until it was on last year, and I just never really got the time to take a look at it. But considering I took a look at the other Prep and Landing specials, I guess I might as well take a look at the brand new one, Prep and Landing: The Snowball Protocol, coming 14 years after the last Prep and Landing special. These two have been in other things briefly. They were both in the Once Upon a Studio short is about a couple years ago, but during like the big collage of all the animated characters. But I have not seen this new one until just after I was recording the last one. So I checked it out, and we'll touch on it here as we go along here. But in this third one, Christmas elves Lainey and Wayne's holiday mission go awry, leaving Wayne concerned he's in major trouble with the big guy and accidentally reveals other merry mishaps. Meanwhile, Maggie, the North Pole Christmas Elf Command Center coordinator and lover of eggnog lattes, brings along her pet Arctic seal pup Nog to the office, kicking off endless hijinks. And that's kind of really what this special is in particular, a bunch of endless hijinks, but once again, pretty good endless hijinks. I mean, there's nothing about this in particular. The one thing I was really worried about going into this one after watching the other two was that because this was a Disney Channel exclusive, and you could tell that this is clearly a new animation studio coming in here, I thought the movie quality style animation of the other two shorts were going to be missing in this one here, but aside from a few little choppy things here and there, the animation overall is pretty good. As far as the story goes, it kind of goes into kind of the same problems that the first special had, where the story really is nothing that engaging overall, but there is a lot of good stuff I liked about it. Like I said, I thought the animation was really good. I did like some of the elements that they brought into the table here. You know, the whole idea of them going on these different is showing off all these different missions from the past and all that, specifically where they're going off to this desert island, not desert island, this island in particular. Where did they go again? Yuletide Island, which I thought was actually kind of a clever idea. You know, kind of not really Christmas Island, but Yuletide Island. But you find out what Lainey actually told Santa beforehand, and yeah, it's kind of what you expected to be. But if you haven't seen this, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But because there's something you should definitely see. If you like the other two specials, you'll like this one pretty much okay. I mean, there's nothing really about it that's really terrible about it. There's nothing offensive about it. It's a harmless little holiday special here. Not quite as strong as the other ones, but certainly is better than certainly is a lot better than, some of these other really lackluster Christmas projects we've gotten in the last 20 years. I mean, would you rather watch something like this, or let me rephrase that again. Would you rather watch, something as terrible as what's a recently bad Christmas movies? Is the holiday touchdown movies by Hallmark, for example. Like, those ones in particular, they're Hallmark movies that try to bring in the non-Hallmark audience by, here's a movie about the Kansas City Chiefs, here's a movie about the Buffalo Bills. They're doing one this year with the Chicago Bears. It's just like, would you rather watch those, or would you rather watch actual effort being put into these with animation by Disney that is still being put out there? And it has a really good, it's still pretty solid. The animation is still really good. The comedy is still there. I mean, yeah, it's inoffensive. It's nothing too groundbreaking or too amazing overall, but it's still pretty fun overall. I really enjoy it for what it is. But if I had to choose my favorite one of the three, probably it would be Naughty vs. Nice. I think that one in particular is my favorite one of the bunch. Prep and Landing is really good. This one might be kind of just below the first one, but none of these specials really are terrible. They're just not really anything too groundbreaking or amazing in particular, except for the high-quality animation, and sometimes you get some good comedy here and there. But for the most part, they're all pretty good. Like I said, Naughty vs. Nice is my favorite one, but the Snowball Protocol is not a bad one either. So, yeah, definitely give these a chance, and yeah, you might find them a little bit underrated, honestly. They're pretty good.